We're getting reports that an explosion has been reported in central Istanbul in Sultanahmet Square, which is a major tourist attraction. It has caused some casualties. Niranjan is joining us with the latest update. Yes, Niranjan.
Just getting in details and the first visuals, in fact, from the Turkish media. This is a video that we've accessed from the Turkish media, Davina, of a blast in Istanbul's central square. This is the Hippodrome of Constantinople, also called the Sultanahmet Meydani. Sultanahmet Meydani is the Sultan Ahmet Square. This is in the center of Turkish capital of Istanbul. What we are given to understand is that there was a blast there. Several casualties reported. In fact, we can't confirm any casualties as of now, but we're just tracking what's being reported on the wires and also on the social media. And what we know as of this point is that that Turkish media is reporting several were injured in this explosion in Istanbul. This is a square in the center, in the heart of the city. This is Turkey's biggest city, Istanbul. Dogan news agency also reporting that there were several casualties on the scene. But what we can tell you at this point is that police are on the location. Ambulances rushed. A few firefighting vehicles also spotted. As per the first visuals that are emerging, the incident reportedly taking place at the Sultanahmet Square, which is the center, which is at the heart of Istanbul. And according to the Dogan news agency, there are a number of people also reported dead. We can't confirm this. This is all of this we are quoting from the Turkish news agency Dogan, and they're also saying that several people were injured at the location. It's a tourist spot. It's an international tourist location, and the news agencies, as per Turkish media, are also citing witnesses that the police were at the spot. Ambulances have arrived at the site of the blast, and this video that you see is the first video that we've accessed from the location. People seen running. This is from the news agency Dogan. This is a Turkish news agency, and whatever details we are receiving at this point is via this news agency, which is reporting that several casualties were at the scene. But regarding the location itself, this is the Sultanahmet Meydani, or the Sultanahmet Square. This is also called the Hippodrome of Constantinople, an international tourist location. It was a circus that was sporting the social center of Constantinople, which was also the capital of the Byzantine Empire. But as far as the site of the blast is concerned, some first pictures also being seen on the social media. In fact, we'll just bring you some of those still pictures, photographs emerging on the social media. The first pictures also showing that the vehicles on the location were seen, some cars seen overturned following that blast that rocked this square of Sultanahmet in central Istanbul. Now, this is what the Turkish media is reporting, and some of the first pictures also coming in from the social media, and RT Russia today also tweeting some pictures of what really happened there. But we don't know who carried out this blast. The nature of the blast are not known as of now. But what we can tell you at this point from Turkish news agency Dogan, and this is the first video that we have from the location. There was a blast in central Istanbul. It was at a square. The square is a famous international tourist location, and several casualties have been feared in this blast. And as per eyewitnesses on the location, and also the videos suggest that the police are on the location along with ambulances. And the first pictures that show the nature of the blast also suggest that some of the vehicles that were parked close to the square have been damaged. We can also show some of the first pictures coming out from the location, and also tweeted by Russia Today, suggest that there were a few vehicles close to the location that were damaged, that are seen overturned due to the impact of the blast. We do not know of the nature of the blast itself, but we do know that there was a series of explosions that rocked the central capital of Istanbul. This is a square. This is a Sultanahmet Square in the heart of Istanbul, where a blast was reported. A very famous tourist location. In fact, as we speak, we're just trying to bring you the first picture that is emerging from the blast in Sultanahmet. And in fact, the picture is on your screens. This picture has been tweeted also by Russia Today. This is the Russian news agency tweeting the picture, saying that this is one of the first images to come out of the location of the site, the blast site in central Istanbul. This is the Sultanahmet Square. And just to give you more details and whatever we're picking up from Turkish news agency Dogan, they are fearing casualties. They're also, citing reports to claim that there may have been a few deaths that were reported. But I'm just trying to get you those details as we speak from news agency Reuters as well, which has claimed that the Turkish police has sealed off the central Istanbul square in the historic Sultanahmet district. This is after a large explosion. That's how Reuters is calling it. It's calling it a large explosion. A Reuters witness also going on record to call it a large explosion, adding that that the Dogan news agency, once again Reuters also quoting Dogan news agency, to say that several people were injured in this blast. Ambulances rushed to the scene of the explosion in Sultanahmet Square, and the first set of visuals that we've accessed from Dogan suggesting that that ambulances were on the location. Police are on the site, and what we also know that at this point is that the site of the explosion, very close to the Blue Mosque in Hagia Sophia, a major tourist area of Turkey's most populous city. And some of the first pictures coming in from Istanbul of what may have unfolded. Just getting you more pictures, and also what Reuters is reporting, that ambulances were seen rushing to the scene of the blast in central Istanbul Square. Turkish police have sealed off this Istanbul Square. This is in the historic Sultanahmet district after the blast.
Well, it's the old city of Istanbul, Niranjan, for our viewers as well. Very congested area. And as Niranjan rightly put out, it's a major tourist attraction because of the famous Blue Mosque, the picture that you can see on your screen at the moment. The fact that the car overturned also cites the intensity of explosion. Turkey, which has been at the center of geopolitical tensions between Syria and the ISIS, has also seen in the past that there have been suicide bombing attacks, which was reported in October 2015 earlier. The death toll in that attack was around 100 people. Earlier, also in 2010, there was another suicide bombing which took place in Taksim Square in Istanbul in Turkey. The current explosion that has been reported in central Istanbul, as we're trying to get you more details, we can tell you that there was an explosion, a loud explosion heard. The entire area has been sealed off right now. Ambulances have been rushed to the spot. As Niranjan is getting you these first visuals from the spot, the videos that have been uploaded on the social media and also on the Reuters, we're getting to know the casualties are feared, but the number of casualties are yet to be ascertained. Now, Niranjan, as we are telling our viewers more about the explosion that occurred in central Istanbul, what have been the arrangements done to evacuate people from there? How is the Turkish police closing in, and what are the suspects that are being searched at this point of time?
Well, we are awaiting those details. A very few details trickling in on the social media. Whatever we've been able to pick up is via the news agency Reuters and also Dogan, which is a Turkish news agency. And so far what we've picked up is that the police have cordoned off the entire area. The square has been sealed. No tourists allowed on the location. So very few details emerging. We do not know details of any casualties that have been reported. And I'm just trying to pull up some of those pictures emerging from the blast site. So far, just one official picture that's been tweeted by Russia today, reporting also details of the blast at Istanbul's tourist zone of Sultanahmet Square. Now, what we can assess from the first still image that we have accessed from Sultanahmet Square is that it was a high-intensity blast. Now, Reuters has also cited a few witnesses to show that it was a large explosion, it was a high-intensity blast. There was a car from the first picture that was tweeted by RT. Now, this picture also going on to show that it was a high-intensity blast. Vehicles on the location seen overturned, damaged due to the intensity of the blast. So this is what we know at this point. And the first video that you're seeing on your screens, this video also accessed by Dogan. It's a Turkish news agency. This was a few minutes after the blast was reported. Now, what we can assess from this video is that there were tourists on the location, and they were seen rushing out. Also seen in this video is ambulances rushing close to the Blue Mosque where the explosion took place in Istanbul. Now, we have just one more still picture. If my video journalist can just zoom into this picture, also showing that there were ambulances that were rushed to the spot. Now, this is a still image of what the Turkish media is reporting as we speak. This is a still image tweeted by Nasir Atta. Now, just trying to bring in compile news reports emerging on the social media of the latest there. What we can tell you at this point is that ambulances are on the location. Police have sealed off the blast site. This is very close to the Blue Mosque. Blue Mosque, a very famous tourist location, tourist destination in Istanbul. This is the Sultan Ahmet district, a very old district in central Istanbul. And as we speak, trying to bring in, we'll in fact stay on the story and bring you more updates. But handing it over to you, Devina, we'll come back to the story when we pick up more details of what unfolded in central Istanbul.
All right. Also, Niranjan, on that note, Reuters has just put out a fresh update that several blasts take place. And this is the update coming in, not one explosion. They are saying several blasts take place at Sultanahmet. That's the oldest city in Turkey. A very congested place, a very popular tourist attraction. But we are awaiting more details on news wires of how many casualties are feared at this point of time. It's bringing back the haunting image of October 2015 Ankara bombings, where 2 bombs detonated near Ankara Central Railway Station. Around 100 people were succumbed to injuries at that point of time. But ambulances for now have been rushed to the site and the entire area has been cordoned off. Niranjan, thanks for getting us those details.